Yeah, like Ruan said, it's a whole different challenge this weekend against the Bulls. I think we had a nice run out against the Dragons last weekend. That built a bit of confidence. So yeah, hopefully we can continue on that against the Bulls.
Both of you guys are become characterized. Your players become characterized by being physical and taking going into contact. And the Bulls are a very physical team. How do you take that extra step now? Because you're going to have to be at 110% against the Bulls when it comes to taking contact and being physical. So how do you mentally prepare for that type of battle?
I think it's exciting. It's certainly a challenge. It doesn't help you physical against small teams. To be physical against the Bulls, which is probably the most dominant pack in the competition, so you can really measure yourself. So I think it's an amazing opportunity.
Yeah. It's an amazing opportunity, like Ruan said, and I think that's definitely the guys you want to measure yourself against. If you're physical against the non-physical team and not physical against a physical team, you can't say that you're physical as a player.
Ron, you probably had a lot of fun when you scored your try. Just take us through, seeing that open space and then poor little number 15 in front of you just running over it.
It was a lot of fun. It doesn't happen a lot, so I wasn't expecting it, but Randy put me through the gap. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did your lungs feel it there by the time you got to the try line?
Yeah, I think obviously it was my first game back, so I was a bit tired, but not too bad. I feel quite good.
As we've mentioned now before, there's going to be a massive battle up front. As you rightfully pointed out, the Bulls are a very scary proposition when it comes to scrumming, playing set pieces, and taking them up front. So, what is the pack's mentality in that battle? How do you see yourselves winning that game? Where do you win that specific battle?
I think one-on-one collisions. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to he wants to dominate you, you want to dominate him, and you have to see who's the better man, basically. So it comes down to who wants it more.
Guys have obviously been scrumming very well. How do you keep that momentum going? What are you doing right, and what do you think you can do better?
I think not getting individual. It's very good sticking to the system. As soon as we get momentum, we're staying low, which is very, very important. And but again, the Bulls is a different animal to the Dragons, so it'll be a great test for us as a pack.
And then in the back line, also another big battle coming up. You guys rely on the forwards to give you that space and stuff. Do you communicate with the forwards as a backline to tell them, listen, there's possibly an area here that you guys can take advantage of?
I think if the forwards give us momentum, then we come alive as a backline. This week, or the last past 2 weeks, we prepped. We got good prep done. And I think we want to shift the ball a bit, so looking forward to that.
And then just finally for the both of you, there's always maybe in the back of your mind concern about the injury coming back. How do you put that out of your mind as a mental preparation?
No, I think you can't, once you're on the field you can't think of that. I think if you're going to be hesitant you're going to get injured again, so I think the main thing is just mentally when you come back you go full out.
The moment the medical team clears me, there's no doubt that I'll get injured again. So just full on then. So no doubt again for injury.
Sorry, Chuck, I don't know if you've been asked this question before, but a game against the Bulls for Lions players, is that the one that gets the juices going the most before?
I think there's no extra motivation needed for South African derby, especially the UXK one. Definitely looking forward to it, and it's going to be a big one.
Yeah. And last year's two games against them, it was quite a two contrasting games, but that's probably two games where you thought you could have done something different, maybe one at least. Is it something that you reflect on much, or have reflected on, or do you think you put that away and not even?
Yeah, we didn't really reflect on it that much. We know we can beat them. The South African derbies are going to be the most difficult in your campaign. So to play the Bulls, which is your neighbour at home, it's very exciting.
And I suppose you would want this place to be as full as possible to give you that
Yeah,
extra.
that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about how much does home ground advantage count against the Bulls? Because, you guys are very close. And they're also going to have a fair number of their supporters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is it's a very special place to us. So I don't think we can rely on altitude anymore. I think we must take this as a self motivation and defend this place.
You can't even take advantage of the heat there as
Yeah.
well. So, I mean, on paper, it seems like it's going to be basically come down to skills and motivation, and that extra little bit of effort. So, again, I'm just want to know how you guys are motivating yourselves just to get over the line, because you haven't got a great record against the Bulls in the RC. I think won one game against them. So, just to get over that mental hump of beating them finally at this part.
I think we didn't reflect or focus a lot on the oppositions for the past 2 weeks. I think the big thing that we focused on was ourselves, the things we need to fix to be better. And I think if you're not motivated as an individual, there's nothing else that will motivate you for SA Derby. So yeah, I think we'll be ready.
Is it better to play a Bulls team with their chests out or just slightly inflated? Because it's difficult to come up with it.
We'll play them no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can come at us. We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
A lot has been said just about Henco, Cameron Henco, and those are very skilled and talented players in the loose especially. What are your thoughts on both of them, for both of you also? And how do you sort of thinking about what will it take to sort of quell their influence in the game?
Yeah, they're great players, both of them. Even, you can add Marcel and Marco to that loose duo. It's a very talented loose duo. But I mean, that's who you want to play against. That's who you want to measure yourself against. So, if we can go out on Saturday, I have an opportunity to prove myself against the best. So.
Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, thanks.